The Spartans are the equal of any man when they fight as individuals. Fighting together as a collective, they surpass all other men. Feel no fear before the multitude of men. Do not run in panic, but let each man bear his shield straight toward the four fighters, regarding his own life as hateful and holding the dark spirits of death as dear as the radiance of the sun. If numbers are what matters, all Greece cannot match a small part of that army. But if courage is what counts, this number is sufficient. Rise up, warriors. Take your stand at one another's sides, your feet set wide and rooted like oaks in the ground. Then bide your time, biting your lip, for you were born from the blood of Heracles, unbeatable by mortal men, and the God of gods has never turned his back on you. A slave's life is all you understand. You know nothing of freedom. For if you did, you would have encouraged us to fight on, not only with our spear but with everything we have. You should reach the limits of virtue before you cross the border of death. Because fear makes each man do his best to shelter his unarmed right side with the shield of the man next to him, thinking that the closer the shields are locked together the better will he be protected. Thucydides on why hoplite armies edge to the right as the battle begins. There is no use for bravery unless justice is present, and no need for bravery if all men are just. Not concerned about the number of the enemy, the brave people of Sparta only asked where the men were so that they may fight them. There's no room for softness, not in Sparta. No place for weakness. Only the hard and strong may call themselves Spartans. Only the hard, only the great, only the strong. When asked on why soldiers have such short swords, Plutarch wrote that the Spartans had this response: "Then we shall fight in the shade." You must be familiar about life of slavery. You are deprived of liberation. And if you're going to step into it, then you are enforcing us to use the spear in the best possible way. In answer to some of the citizens who desired to know how we can keep off any invasion by enemies, he said, "If you remain poor, and no one of you desires to be more important than another, the Spartan law is not to retreat and not to surrender. This law would help us to fight with bravery and die." In answer to a man who raised the question how anyone could possibly rule in safety without the protection of a bodyguard, Agasicles said, "If one rules his subjects as fathers rule their sons." Mental illness with the traits of surrender, commitment, and self-denial is called Spartanism. Its symbol love and confidence. The Spartans do not ask how many are the enemy, but where are they? Give them nothing, but take from them everything. He who sweats more in training bleeds less in war.